chair. I need a new chair. Get this joint situated. I like. Excuse me, good people. My volume seeing like it's a little loud, little loud. Give me 1 second. I get situated up in this piece. Make sure everything right is good. Get a few people up in here. I'm just making sure. I gotta pull it up in the group myself. Where we at? There we go. Damn, I don't know why my volume and everything sounds super loud. All right. I'm about to have a good time tonight. Know if y'all can see it. Got this motherfucking green screen. You can't see part of it. Y'all can see the gray goose. So y'all can see how it's going down up in here. You heard? Yeah. I ain't did a show without my man Lim in a minute. He out gallivanting around town and shit. What up, Tiff? What up, Chantel? What's happening, ladies? You know what I'm saying? In a little bit, we're going to be joined by the homie Amore. I already told her what she in store for tonight. I'm not sure if she gonna be too happy she volunteered for this assignment once it gets going, because I might be on one tonight, because y'all see it. I'm already finna start sipping. Y'all know I normally don't sip. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Something just hit my spirit. Say I need to get a little vodka in me tonight. Hey, don't trip, don't laugh at my motherfucking liquor face. That shit is ugly. Woo! My liquor face. Oh, look at my nose flaring. I'm liquor face. Oh. Anyway, what's happening, good people? What's happening? As always.
First off, welcome. Goddamn it, welcome.
Shit is loud. Why is everything so loud? Let me try that again. Hold on, let me try something.
First off, welcome. Goddamn it, welcome.
It's so loud. God damn. Let me try another.
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy.
All right, that's
First off, welcome. Goddamn it, welcome.
Okay, that's a little better, man. Motherfucker, Madra on point today. Your boy got powered up. Hey, my man, Bobbery Cat. What up, baby? How you feel, Joe? Man, Bob, I ain't seen you in a minute, Joe. I need you to. Oh man, they got all my guys up in here tonight. My man P up in the joint. What up happening, baby? What's up with you, Joe? I ain't seen neither one of y'all creeps in a minute, man. I miss both y'all brothers. Y'all don't know them two of my good homies. I know they don't even be in here like that. I appreciate y'all checking me out tonight. What's happening? You know what I mean? Hope y'all family's doing well. Hope everybody family doing well. What else we got up in here? My man BP was cracking. Yeah, we finna get to it tonight. We finna talk a little shit. You know what I'm saying? Variety of different subjects. Might even chit chat about what you motherfuckers been doing in the group. Me, I'm fresh out of prison. You know what I mean? I done had me another 30-day stint. And I'm feeling decent. I done got back to working out again. I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to get to the gym by 5, because life just too hectic after I get off work. You know what I mean? So I'm starting to get back to myself. I got to start eating right though. You know what I mean? Yeah, appreciate the welcome back, Joe. This is my first day out video. You know what I mean? I should have wrote me a little 16 real quick for my first day out. You know what I mean? Talk a little shit. But yeah, man, I'm back in the groove, getting back in shape. You know what I'm saying? I'm a ratchet up the diet January 1st. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to get down to 250, hopefully 240 by like April. So I got some work to do, baby. You know what I'm talking about? Shit, next week we gonna have Liam back on the show as always. You know what I'm saying? He just out doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? And in 2020, it's not the last show before New Year, is it? Nah. We got one more on the 29th. That'd be the last show. Maybe we might try to do something slick for the end of the year. You know what I'm saying? But how y'all feeling tonight? I hope y'all good up in the piece. I know we getting snowed in. It ain't as bad as so far. It don't look like it was as bad as it's gonna be, or at least as bad as they said it was going to be. But we gonna find the fuck out. But anyway, man, got a lot of shit to talk about tonight. A lot of shit happening out in the culture. You know what I'm saying? As always, we got unrest in PMU. For our first time watchers, PMU is the Pardon My Ugly group. Really, Pardon My Ugly is an entertainment entity. But Pardon My Ugly group is where a lot of the nonsense going down for those watching on Facebook. So yeah, they've been wilding up in there lately. So what I'm about to do now is I'm finna bring on the homie Amore, because I told her I felt like talking a little shit tonight. So she gonna have to represent the ladies tonight. You know what I mean? We ain't had her on the show in a minute. You got your mic on mute. What's going on, Miss Lady?
Nothing much. How are you? I'm good. I'm
How are you?
amazing, per
Let me
usual.
turn your volume up a little bit here.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah. I think we good. How you feeling, Joe?
I feel amazing. How are you?
Easy. I think you should have went on ahead and smoked tonight. I think you're gonna need it, Joe. I think you should have went on ahead, took you a puff
No,
before you
when
joined.
I do that, I my eyes be low and I don't be.
What's wrong with that? Ain't nothing wrong with being low.
I have
Stay low.
I've never been sober on any podcast I've been on. I just want you to know that. So this is the first.
You never what?
I've never been sober.
Oh boy. I don't think I've ever seen you sober, so we're gonna see what that do.
Well, we gonna get there. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm drinking tonight. I done already had my first shot. You know what I'm saying? What'd you say, bro? Eric? When I touch back down, we got to hit the strip club for some chicken out. Do I been out? When I get out of jail, what's the day? Today, Thursday. I got out like
for a long time.
I got out Tuesday. I just didn't say nothing.
Okay.
I got out Tuesday and I was chilling. So Wednesday morning, when I went to the gym, I did a little live real quick.
Anytime the group get too crazy, I'm like, Lance must be in jail.
Joe, y'all be wilding when I be leaving.
Not y'all.
No, you part of it. You part of all. Listen, you part of all the madness. Anytime there's some bullshit going down, you part of it. I'm about to smoke for both of us. Listen, E, let me tell you something about me. I stay elevated, bro. If you see me outside, I'm elevated. If you see me on camera, I'm elevated. Basically, I'm elevated 24/7. I stay elevated, though. Got to do it. Got to do it because I always got to be at my peak. You know what I mean? But yes, some more. You stay wrapped up in the bullshit. You be in all them bullshit ass conversations. I seen when I was out, it was the whole let's confuse the women, let's confuse the men war. Y'all was doing all that bullshit.
So I stumbled onto that and I just made one post. That's it.
Because you had to get your shot in, right? Because you had to get your shot in. Right?
I just knew it would be a little giggle. That's all.
I'm here. You smoke for more, Chantel? I'm sure you the fuck will.
I mean, I might have one in the middle of the show, depending on how crazy we get. Don't.
Listen, I'm not the girls. They ain't finna get crazy like the girl. We ain't finna be getting to talking about pricks and dicks and all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we could.
No, I'm good. I ain't got nothing for that conversation. I have nothing to offer. God damn it. So I always know what you're talking about. What do you say? The less confused shit. Joe, I didn't stick around listen, when I'm not in the group, I find it, I can't be a wall watcher. I like to engage. So when I can't engage, I don't really be in there like that, but I peep it. You know what I'm saying? So I seen it start off as a joke, and then it went up to some I gotta one up you type shit. You know what I'm saying? So now the guy's trying to one up the girl trying to one up the guy. Y'all listen, man.
But I feel like I about playing dates. I feel like that's a recurring joke in our group.
What is?
Talking about playing dates. Paying for dates, things like that. Planned dates.
Oh, planning dates.
That was mine. Let's confuse the men. Planned dates.
Oh, okay.
It was a cute. I thought it was funny because it's a recurring joke, a theme.
Listen, let's just be honest. Let's just be honest about this whole planning date shit.
Okay.
Women who not and dudes ain't taking y'all on dates just because they just want to bone y'all.
Not necessarily. Some men don't know how to date. Some men don't. Like, you can't only think of the men who are like yourself or like the people that you know. There are a plethora of other gentlemen who either just weren't raised right or women have accepted less for so long that they think it's amazing. So
y'all kill me with the accepting. Hey, listen, when
I'm
y'all
telling
be
you,
talking about
bro,
when,
I was married to one of them. Like
when y'all be talking about women who accept less, do y'all ever consider maybe them women offered less?
I mean, sure, but what I'm saying is the men who gave less, the women were okay with that, maybe because they were less. But the men thought this is how women are and thought this is acceptable to all women. No woman has ever told me differently, so why would I change?
I don't know any man who doesn't know how to simply take a woman out on a date. It's not a difficult thing. You
It's
ask her,
not a difficult thing. I agree. I take men out on dates. I've taken women out on dates.
listen,
It's not a hard thing at all. However,
okay,
you can't think about you and the people you know. If women are telling you their experiences, you have to listen.
it's not that I'm not listening. It's just that y'all only look at y'all say, listen, men ain't taking us out on dates. Men don't know how to date. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
That is your experience that men aren't taking you out on dates.
Mm-hmm.
Now, your reason why is where the problem come in. Because
Well, go
listen,
ahead. I'm sorry.
y'all tend, not always, make up a reason that feels good to you. So whatever reason y'all say y'all not getting what y'all want, what y'all think y'all deserve, I rarely ever see that reason pointing back towards you. It's always the man. It's an issue with the man why you not getting whatever it is you think that you should be getting. So I'll be like, listen, it may be, I will acquiesce.
Okay.
There may be some, I ain't gonna say that maybe, there probably is some truth that some men don't know how to date. I will hope that would be younger men and not men in their 40s. But hey, anything is possible. I don't date niggas. But what I know for a fact is true, that most of these men not taking you out because they don't feel you worth taking out. Because let it be some chick that they deem bad as hell or whatever, they taking her out, Joe. They taking her out.
Necessarily. However, I want to address something you just said. Age is definitely a factor. I'm 33. I don't typically date that much older than me. However, I think the guy I went on a date with who he planned everything from head to toe, or the men that I've had, they were over 40, but they weren't for me in other ways. So for me, I can only talk about my own experience and the experiences of my friends who are in their 30s. The men really don't know how to date. Generally, I'm not saying every man, and I'm not saying every man.
What does know how to date mean? Because at first we were talking about planning a first date. So you're talking about you don't know how to date in general.
Well, we can talk. We can stay to. I'm sorry if I'm getting off topic, but we can stay.
No, you're not. You're not. I'm just looking for clarification.
I mean, dating in general. I mean, some will plan a first date and then want to kick it for the rest of the time, and that could be an age thing. It could be the people that are in their 30s, my age group.
So clarify. And you probably want to center your can up a little bit because some of your face cut off. There you go. So you say they want to go on a date, then kick it. What that mean? Like go on a date, and then for the rest of the time they want you to come to their house?
Something like that, or they just want to, post up somewhere. Like where's the next event? Where's the next thing we're doing? So me, you're my friend on my personal page. You see, I go out often. I hang with my homegirls. I go out and do all types of stuff. So I'm open to doing all types of things for dates. It doesn't have to just be out to eat. I love someone who can be creative and plan, anything for a date. Hell, take me to an escape room or something. I'm
gonna need Lolo to explain this. The problem is women don't date. Oh, I get what he's saying.
I do date. I have dated women though. So that's you can't say that with me.
It's a different dynamic when it's two women together. It's a totally different dynamic, totally different level of expectations walking into it. So I don't think it's fair to compare like women dating women and women dating men. But I will say this. Again, I'm not discounting women's experiences. What I just think that women often either choose not to or don't have the ability to look at the situation from a perspective other than their own. And typically, whatever perspective they come away with, the finger's always pointing the other direction. It is never them the reason why they're not getting what they want. And
but
I've said
I'm telling the same story.
Say what?
If so many women are telling the same story, so many different types of women.
So many women are delusional. Listen, let's be honest.
That can't be your only answer.
Joe, most y'all think y'all bad. Most y'all think y'all bad.
Okay, I understand men are visual creatures, but I don't think and maybe it's the women how we thinking. It's not that I think I'm the baddest bitch out here and a nigga gonna whine and dine me and woo woo. I think I'm an awesome person. I think I'm fun to be around. I think those things, and when people are attracted to me, we have a great time. So I think when meeting men and they're trying to, who holds the door open and pays for dinner? Should I have? The fuck? But I'm just saying, when meeting them, and they do show a level of interest, it's just I don't know, no follow through. There's been not my entire experience, but I've experienced it. And I know women that have experienced it. I'm never ever saying this has been my entire dating experience. Men just don't know how to date, but majority of experiences of a collective of women, from social media to my personal life, share the same experience.
But again, you're gonna have to explain what don't know how to date is. If you're talking about planning a date.
So I think the issue is too, everyone isn't looking for. I date for a relationship.
Okay.
A lot of people date for sex.
Okay.
Which is a very big difference. I feel men may not think that.
So maybe that's the problem. Maybe women think a man doesn't know how to date because she's looking for a courtship relationship type situation, and he's not seeing her that way. So he's moving differently, which leads back to my point. You weren't taking on a date.
But not necessarily. Like a lot of you men have. I remember a post. I remember a post that you men put up that.
Number 2 for me, by the way, if y'all count.
Go crazy. I remember a post where men were saying, I don't date for a relationship. If it turns into that, great. But that's not my intention. That's never the intention with dating for men in general. That's what the synopsis. But that's what let me pull up this post, because
I'm saying it's true for a lot of men. It's definitely true for me, but I don't think all men. Some men are looking for relationships.
I'm never saying all. I'm never saying all.
Let's get back to my original point, because I think you skewed it a bit.
I don't think so.
When I say that most women think they bad, I don't mean most women think they the baddest. I don't mean that most women think they're the finest.
Okay.
Most women think they're attractive. Okay. They are convinced that they are better than average. And their standards are often based on that. And then if you add in the added factor of they have a successful career, women are under impression that raises them another level, which also raises their standards. And again, people that have standards they want. I'm not one to tell a person they can't have a standard. My thing is always, you can ask for and require whatever you want. It's all about whether you can get it. But when I see a lot of the complaining about what men don't do, the harsh reality that isn't addressed is, sugar, he don't do it for you. Men ain't moving this way for you. They're not giving you what you want because they don't feel you're worth the effort. And that's not the answer that feels good. But for a lot of women, in a lot of these situations, that's just the truth of the matter. And you know who recognizes that truth often? Men. It is very easy for us. Let me cussing out your daughter on mute. It is very easy for us to realize when we are not who we want to be in a woman's life, because women don't tend to even try to hide it because they know that we are the pursuers. You see what I'm saying? So they ain't got no problem. So men, we know our place very early in life. We used to get rejected by women. So you know if you a handsome dude or not, because if most women turn you down off just meeting you, at least when I came up, I'm in the 90s. I came up on meeting people in person. So I guess it's different on the internet. But I guess it's still kind of the same because it's still based off physical. When you met someone in the 90s, you had to walk up on them. Typically, they decide your fate before you even speak. If they're attracted to you, you can say something. And if not, they dissing you right off top. Nowadays, they swiping left and swiping right. The same thing.
So I want to go back to one point you said. I agree that because I used to be like that, where thinking the things that I've accomplished, my education, those things were factors. And then I learned very quickly that they weren't. I used to joke to my friends, like, I'm going to start telling dudes I work at Walmart. Maybe they'll respect me more because they want me to need them. Seriously, like I did that. I tested that out for a second, and I got a little. It was sad, so sad, but I mean, I got a little bit further.
Is that a problem that men want to feel needed? That a problem?
No, never.
Okay.
I think men should never feel intimidated by successful women. If they can show. Let me not say it that way.
Because I would like to. Yeah, because I'm always been curious. What
more is a submissive woman. Okay, y'all know I'm successful. Y'all know the things.
You got a man. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. You was off the motherfucking market. You
no, but what I'm saying
every
is,
other fucking day.
What I'm saying is, I shouldn't have to say I work at Walmart though for you to even give me a chance to show you my submissive side. Like me saying I should be able to be me and you not be intimidated.
Oh, so explain it to me. Let me ask you a question. Explain it to me. So when you say that the men were intimidated by your success, can you give me an example of what you mean by that?
Yeah. So I used to date this guy who he was equally as successful. I think he made around 70K a year and also was starting his own business. And we were, cool together. And he would always say, "Oh my God, I'm just so you're just so amazing. And I'm like, okay, you are too. Like I felt he thought so little of himself in my shadow, quote unquote. And he would be scared to do things with me or initiate. He'd be like, what if this isn't good enough? Or what if, and I'm like, who do you think I am? Like, do you not know me? Like,
so he had low self-esteem.
But he did with other women because I know him because we were friends first. He's not.
How do you know that?
He has verbally told me.
What does that mean? Niggas lie every day.
Okay, well, I can only go off what you ask me how I know. I'm telling you what he told me. Okay, listen, I'm telling you how he acted.
I'm gonna tell you the same way I used to tell Tiff when she was on the show.
Okay.
Most niggas you talking to lying to you. I damn they don't give a fuck what the subject is. Like most niggas, we just lie instinctively to put ourselves in a positive position in a woman's light. That's all.
But that isn't a positive position though, because I got irritated as fuck every time.
Hey, listen, you think niggas know what they be? What? Listen.
But it made me not want to be with him.
Do you think that most men know the impact of their words, or they just trying shit?
No, he's been consistent over the years.
Right. But I didn't ask you that.
If he wanted to be with me and pursue something, he knew that wasn't the way. And to this day, if I were single, like he would try to hit me up, he would try to be with me, he would please.
So he tried and he failed.
He would continue to try, is what I'm saying.
Did he and after his failure, did he change his methods?
No.
Okay, so like I said, what makes you think that
but if y'all fail, why do y'all try the same stuff that failed 1,000 times?
No, I love when you just walk right into it because I be trying to tell you.
Walk right into anything because it's stupid. It's stupidity.
It's not. Listen
to me.
What I always say.
What you say?
95% of niggas is lame. I keep trying to listen.
What does that have to do with being lame?
Because what lame simply means is you are unaware. You are not knowledgeable of whatever particular situation that you're in. Either you don't know the slang, or you don't know the culture, or you don't know what's hip, or you don't know what's cool. Like you just unaware. That's a lame. So a lot of time, a lame is you could be lame because you don't know how to move around women. You don't know how to act in this environment.
About this particular person, I wouldn't say that.
Like a lot of lames, there's a lot of good dudes out here that's lame, and y'all will never give them a shot. You know why?
That's not true.
Listen, I know it's true. Let me tell you something. You know what? We had the conversation about black men who don't date black women and the passport bros and all that stuff was coming up. Do you know? Have you ever considered why these black men don't date black women? Have you ever noticed any similarities in the men that claim that they go
to notice the similarity? To be
honest, so I can tell you why. Because I know a bunch of black men don't date black women. And they all, for the most part, they have similarities.
What are the similarities?
Typically, their personality is described as nerdy or they act white. Get that a lot. Sisters like dudes with style and charisma, and when you don't have that and you're a cornball or you're milk toast, you super plain or you nerdy or quirky, sisters are not typically into that, right?
That's not true because my ex-husband was very nerdy.
So why do y'all always giving me these anecdotal situations? I said
it's not anecdotal. I'm telling you from my own experience.
Typically, I didn't say all. I didn't even
my
say
best friend's husband is nerdy. The women that I know don't mind nerdy men. That's never been a problem.
The women that you know is a small amount of people. I'm talking in general across the board throughout the world.
Says what they want, but what people end up with is something very different.
Joe, you know how many decent looking nerdy ass dudes around here not getting laid? What do you mean? Them niggas buying porn and bitches and all type of shit. Why you think it's the same argument? It's the same. The backdrop of this conversation is the same when I be like, why men like sex more? It's so many dudes not getting no ass. Why you think it's such a big economy for them to pay for it? Because they not getting none. Niggas, it's the same. Nigga, most dudes ain't fucking often. Most men don't get ass.
I believe that. I believe that.
Right. And I'm telling you from watching, from being around, from just observing, from working in the clubs for over a decade, from just being a nigga. I went to an all-white high school. Like I've been around people with that money too, that bread. Like I've seen it. Women, black women in general, like a man. I'm not saying it's the only thing they like. They like for their man to have charisma and style, know how to dress, know how to move, know how to talk. All that. When he don't know how to do that, that shit turns y'all off. That is true. The other thing is a lot of black men who don't date white women, they are passive men who still want to be the leader. Yes, so indeed. Sisters don't rock with that typically. Like if you're going to be the leader, you got to show it. They're not going to just hand it to you because you want it. But they want it. But that ain't, they passive aggressive. Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
No, definitely.
Right. So when they date black women, they have terrible experiences because for their personality set, most black women shooting them down off top. They're not even really getting that much action. So already they develop an issue with black women. Black women always turning them down. A lot of these nerdy dudes, them be your fucking friend zone dudes.
Remind me, Lance, why are we on this topic? What are we talking about?
I'm just talking about it in general.
Okay. What is the point you're tying this to? Because we were talking about dating. We were talking about.
I was saying that y'all don't date a lot of these type of dudes.
Oh, so you're saying we
no. Well, I just brought up the similarities in men because I keep telling you that dudes is lame and they don't know when they do shit, they don't know what it's gonna lead to. They be trying. That's why I asked you the dude that failed with you. That's why I asked you, did he try anything new after all his failures? And you was like, nope. Niggas, most dudes is lame. They don't know what they're doing when they come to women. And most women overrate themselves. Both women think they more valuable than what they are. So you got two classes of unhappy people.
Very much so.
Y'all not giving niggas a shot. Y'all standard is too high. Y'all cut niggas off before y'all even meet them. And then when y'all do meet niggas, they do be lame. They do be on bullshit. I get it.
That's true.
It's fucked up in the game.
That's why it's in the game pool. That's why people say that.
Yeah, but there's too many ugly motherfuckers talk. That's why I keep saying ugly motherfuckers.
Lance, I'm not gonna play with you because when you put that, when you talk about ugly people in this group, I just be like, Lance, why are you being
so why can women talk about broke dudes, but I can't talk about ugly women?
How's broke?
Because broke dudes and ugly women on the same team.
I don't think so.
How come they not? Broke men are undesirable.
Ugliness is debatable because you don't like big girls.
So it's broke.
Some women love them. Now, broke is not debatable.
Yes, it is. Because a dude who make 80,000 is gonna be broke to a chick who used to date dudes who make 200,000. But 80,000 ain't broke, is it?
However you manage your money, you can be broke at six figures.
But what I'm saying is, it's still subjective. Because it's chicks who date dudes who make a certain amount of money themselves or having a certain lifestyle, and it could be a dude who making decent bread, but to her, he's broke. It happens all the time, just like the gold digger conversation. Well, y'all women keep trying to push this idea that men who don't have money should not be worried about gold diggers.
I believe that 100% because
that's,
what exactly? So let's talk
hard.
about your comment on that post. What did you say? You were like, well, you said it's levels to it, which I agree with. It is levels to it. Because when I hear gold digging, I think of sugar daddy. I think of a nigga with bands, millions, like trying to really come up. You taking me out, you paying a light bill, that's not gold digging to me. To me, that's not being a gold digger.
If you're only with me to get me to pay those bills and take you out, yes, it is. You're trying to get money out of me. You're just getting small amounts. If you dating a dude, he don't make that much money, but he hitting you with 200-300 every couple of weeks. And if you weren't getting that bread, you wouldn't be fucking with him. You're a gold digger. You just got low standards.
No, so well. My man agree with you.
It is real. So you know how many women out here taking regular dudes for their little bit of money?
I have some friends that are like that. So I have never been that way.
Let me ask you this: who has more to worry about? The nigga making 50 mil or the nigga making 50,000?
But if the nigga making 50,000, why are you dealing with a woman who you can see is only dealing with you for your money?
Who says he can see it?
Why can't he? Is she like, come on now, like what is she doing? If you're saying that she's only messing with you, is she consistent in what she's doing? Contacting you, caring about
y'all see quickly the niggas who just trying to fuck?
I can. I be just trying to fuck too though, so it's different.
That's real. And I respect that like a motherfucker. But you know what I'm talking about.
I know
it's a lot of women out here talking about niggas done stole the pussy under false pretenses. Yeah. Now y'all gonna sit here and tell me how niggas should automatically be able to identify a gold digger. No, he be thinking she like him.
Well, I'm not saying automatically. I'm just saying over time, I feel like niggas will deal with the same woman for so long, and at some point you had to see it.
And over time, you would think this chick will realize this nigga don't want nothing from her but some twat, but she don't.
She knows.
And they on year 5.
She's in denial about it, but she knows.
And he in denial about it. See how see
fair. It's fair. That's fair.
I'm glad I'm talking to you. That's because fair. I love your openness, but you being a prime example. What I say is sometimes women struggle to see things from the other's perspective.
I don't struggle to see it. I'm open to what you're saying, right? Mm-hmm. My flaw. Can I have some more? My flaw is that I speak from experience, and if I haven't dealt with it, I'd be like, nah, that ain't it. You know what I mean? I can admit that.
But you can't do that.
I get it.
I don't listen. I don't mostly speak from my experiences because one, I don't think my experiences are atypical. So if I only speak from my experiences, honestly, I would rarely have anything bad to say about women because I've said it many times.
Yeah,
women is 99% positive.
Yeah,
I had like one bad experience overall where it was just fucked up. That's it. Now I seen the fucked up shit, and I've been with chicks who be on fucked up bullshit. I just so happen to be. I had a reputation for cutting chicks off quickly, which is a lot of reason why I did not get a lot of the bullshit because I would cut a chick off for nothing, nothing. So,
I'm so sure.
When you got options, you exercise them.
Well, I want to address Timothy.
What did he say?
He said, Lance is on a roll tonight. Amor, you said you have friends that go dig. Why do you associate yourself with that? What does that have to do with me? Don't you all date? I mean, not date. I'm sorry. Aren't you all friends? Get the Julio at the freezer. Aren't you all friends with men who dog women? Like, come on now.
I ain't with him on this one.
Okay, thank you. I'm like, what does that have to do with me? Like, I have friends of all backgrounds. Okay,
yeah, that's my man's, but nah, that sleep. I mean, it's a certain truth to it. It's a certain truth in regards to perspective.
I mean, I'm not mad at a gold digger. Don't ever get me wrong. I'm not mad at a come up, ever, man or woman. I'm not mad at a come up as long as you're not physically hurting someone and causing too much emotion. Like if you really playing somebody and messing with their mental and causing them craziness, I'm not with that. And I'm that friend that's gonna say something.
He says he distances himself from them type of cats. Maybe he does. I mean, I don't know why it's good for him. It don't do shit to him or for him. But hey, maybe you don't like that energy around you. I ain't mad at you. No. Everybody got to dictate what energy they run around them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But, I mean, there are certain women types of women I won't hang around. Like women, like, no, I can't say that. Listen, I have all types of friends. I'm just say that.
This is what we're gonna do tonight. We're gonna get something straight. we gonna get straightened out some of these incorrect societal tropes about men and women. Okay.
Fill it up, please.
One of them we gonna correct tonight because it is part of my ugly. So no, we ain't always talking about the most mature shit, but we gonna talk about some real shit. Community dick and hoes or runners, they not equal. I know women want them to be equal. They not equal.
So let's define a hoe and a runner. Let's do that real quick, okay? What is your definition for that?
A runner just the worst version of a hoe.
But what is that?
A runner, a chick who go with damn to anything. She a runner.
No one's asking you a question. You're not on the podcast.
You tell them come on through, goddamn.
They're both the same.
No, I think it's levels. I think a runner's worse.
Much like you all, when we talk about these topics, like a woman dating or having sex with more than 3 men is too much for him. Okay.
You mean once?
No, a woman having more than 3 sexual partners
in life.
Yes, is a hoe to him.
That's why.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a hoe to my man. Okay.
Yeah, I got a homie like that too. I be telling he be wild because I'm like, Joe, like you telling me a chick who 40 can't be with 10 niggas in her life? She 40, fam.
Like, come on.
She can have one dude every 2 years at the age of 20. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, you're wrong.
It's unrealistic. He laughs when he says it, but he be for real. But go ahead.
What I'm saying is a male hoe and a female hoe are not equal. They are not equal.
I think it depends on your version of the female hoe that you're referring, and the male hoe that you're referring to.
It don't matter.
What about homosexuals who sleep with women?
Yes, yes. Is a broke chick and a broke dude equal?
No.
And exactly. Community dick is not equal to a slower. Because community dick maintains.
So a woman who sleeps around to sleep around, in my opinion, is very different than a woman. I want to say, let me say this right, because you like to trip me up. So I'm gonna say this right. I don't slut shame any woman. You feel me? However, there are some women who do too much.
I hate that term.
Slut shame?
Yeah, because they act like slut is something good. Like slut is something that should not.
I
don't criminal shame.
Slut can be a great thing. You feel me?
Like that's some moral shit we putting it down.
I'm sure your fiance sluts you out. It's a great thing sometimes.
That's just some shit. Slutting you out, it sounds good in conversation, but it don't mean what you're trying to make it mean. It is something that girls try to twist words to give them different meanings. You ain't slutting out your motherfucking partner unless you setting out to other people. Period. Y'all just having wild sex.
I'm not mad at promiscuous women.
Me neither. I love them.
Mad at promiscuous men.
I love promiscuous women. They benefit us all as a culture as a whole. They wonderful people. They cool to kick it with. The benefits of.
But I feel like I just feel like we talk about two different things when we say this. So let's talk about like a career woman, right? Doing her thing, takes care of her business. No kids. Let's say she has no kids. She dates how she dates. And if she wants to, quote unquote, sleep with every guy she dates, a man sleep with every guy he dates.
Every guy?
Every woman.
Joe, I just told you this is not the Vixens. You gotta get your mind right. Hold on, Joe.
The tequila kicking in. The tequila's kicking in. That's why I'm not high. I'm telling you. So if
get out in now,
then I'm gonna be slow. Then I'm gonna be like, so did you watch the Best Man series yet?
She won't say that shit again. Then listen.
No, but if a man sleeps with every woman he dates,
he's successful.
Why is the woman a whore?
You want the real answer?
Yeah,
it's more like a question because it actually takes talent. It takes skill for a man to be able to sleep with multiple women. It takes none of that for a woman to sleep around.
That's true.
No talent, no skill, no personality. She don't even have to look good. All she got to do is be alive and let the world know the twat is available for the taking.
That is very true.
So I'm not going to put you on the same level when this dude out here running his mouth, probably spending his money, using all type of his charisma, his sense of humor, his personality. He over here wooing chicks, and all she got to do is bring her hot ass outside and just let motherfuckers know they can hit. That's it. She got to do nothing.
I agree with that. However, However,
However,
why is whore such a bad word? I mean, I feel like women have reclaimed whore.
it's not, but you're not finna have the same value to men as
How
a
would
woman
you
who
know that
knows
she's a whore, though? I'm gonna tell you something. It's about Amore. I'm gonna tell you something about Amore. Amore can put the men she slept with in a room, and no one would know each other. No one would know unless I've told them I slept. You know what I mean? For women who sleep around in circles, that's a little different. That's doing too much.
I've known a chick was a whore, and I never met nor knew
How did you
none
know?
of her
How
previous
did you know? How
because
did
of
you know?
how she talk and move and carry herself.
That's different. That's different. But if a
How? You asked how. And I'm telling you, when y'all get to talking, when y'all get comfortable with a guy, and if he's astute, he knows how to bring up situations and get her to open up and talk about herself, and you start to notice, like, wait a minute, every story she tell is about a different nigga.
I'm gonna say
Every experience she
I'm
got.
gonna say something right now that's gonna make
I don't listen. I've seen the bullshit y'all do. I'll give you an example of a chick who was on bullshit, right?
Tell
She
me.
telling me how she ain't been with that many dudes, right?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
She forgot that one night when she was drunk, she told me what happened when she was in boot camp.
Okay.
And she fucked 9 niggas in a weekend. Because if you ever been in the military, when they get out of basic training, neither the men nor the women have seen each other for, I think it's 6 weeks. So they put them all in a hotel. And they go ask anybody who's in the military. They go buck after boot camp. After basic
in 2 days.
Listen, I've heard this from multiple men and multiple women that after basic training, they all get in the hotel room. Everybody got liquor. Everybody going to everybody's room and floor, and it just goes down. I got a bunch of friends in the military, and women have said it too. This is just what happens. Now, I ain't saying everybody does it, but it's very common when they get out of basic training. They ain't seen another person of the opposite sex for 6 weeks. They go buck. The point is, she forgot she told me that, and she like, I ain't been with them. Only been with 9 dudes. Woo, woo, woo. And she mentioned that. She might have said 9. She might have said 6. I don't know, but she mentioning her baby daddy. Woo, woo, woo. And I'm like, hold on. What about the 9? Oh, I don't count.
Niggas you fucked the 1 week. That don't count.
No,
don't count, Lance.
I've heard chicks tell me they don't count dudes that didn't make them come. That don't count on your list. They don't count dudes that bust fast. That don't count on your list. They don't count dudes that only hit once. I'm like, man, so y'all be just disqualifying. Was he in your body?
It's my pussy. I can do what I want with it.
Was he in your body?
It don't matter.
It counts.
Pussy, I can tell you what counts and what don't.
You can tell
because honestly, you'd never know unless a woman tells you. I mean, yes. So when I say tells you, if you can get it out of her, great. Honestly, you would never know.
I don't even know her body count to know she a slower. She gonna
like, are you? I've never heard you say that word. Are you taking some notes from Kenneth?
That's an old word. I'm just trying. Okay. I got a little flavorful vocabulary now and then, but I'm just telling you. You say you've dated women, but I don't know how you move. But I bet you the men in here are not disagreeing with me. Mm-hmm. A woman, unless she is highly skilled, will tell you about herself.
Oh, I have no problem with telling the men I date about my sex life.
That's not what I'm not talking about sex life.
Then what are you talking about?
I gave you an easy example.
But what I'm saying is
her past history and situations she's been in. It don't have to be sex. It could be dates, bad situations, bad relationships.
But what I'm saying is Amore will be open about her sexual history. Right. I've never ever.
You tell a nigga how many bodies you got?
No, I've never been asked that question, so I've never.
But if you were, you tell him. You just said you'd be open now.
I guess if you really want to know, I'm gonna ask, do you really want to know? Because I'm gonna be like, do you want me to include women too? You know what I mean?
I'm sure you want to know how many. Listen, again, it don't even matter. The actual body count for me never matters.
It shouldn't.
Well, the number
shouldn't matter. The behavior should. Yes.
And that's why I can't fuck with a slur. I'm not fucking with us. I don't want all your trauma that you went through that led you up to being a slur, and now I got to heal
all women don't carry that trauma. Some women like sex. So so you are close friends with the Vixens who are very open about their sexual past. And do you feel that they're passing on just trauma?
I have no idea how sexually active they are. They just be talking shit. I don't know the truth. I don't know how many men they be with. I have no idea.
You don't have any men they've been with. However, they openly discuss different things and have different women on there. I've openly discussed my stuff on there. I don't feel like it's trauma. Women, so I want to know why you associate a woman who's been with a lot of partners as a trauma to pass on. Women love sex just, if not more, than men.
Not even
I know y'all love to think
down that road.
No, we can go there because you wanted to get into some things and you wanted to talk about.
I done slaughtered y'all on this topic too many times. It's boring at this point. We need to do something else. It'll be a whitewash. The people watching and heard it before. They done heard me murder everybody. Let's not do it. You do it another time. But what was the original question that you asked me? What's the problem with a slur?
No, I don't really remember because at this point I want to know why y'all think women don't enjoy sex, like if not more than men. Like seriously.
Let's make this short and sweet.
Go ahead. Y'all like to nut. Y'all don't like sex. It's a difference.
Let's make this short and difference. Men do more, go through more
to get a nut. Not
do
to have
more.
sex.
You can try to use different adjectives.
It's not an adjective. It's a fact. Men do so much to last for 1 minute. It's the nut y'all are chasing.
Y'all gonna stop talking shit about sex like y'all killers. Most of y'all whack in the bedroom.
I can't speak for other. I mean, I can. There are some women who suck. I get that.
I guarantee that if you ask most men that the most women are average in bed.
I guarantee you ask most women, men suck.
Niggas ain't always complaining about women
because they want a. That's the difference. Listen to me. That's the difference. Men are complaining because their goal is a nut. Women are complaining because their goal is the experience.
Our goal not a nut. A nut is guaranteed. Yo, it's guaranteed.
The sexual experience, but y'all be. I hit though. I nut though.
Listen,
women have never said, but I mean, we want the experience.
I don't disagree.
Okay.
I don't know personally. Okay. But I could certainly understand. I can certainly understand how you say men ain't doing great in bed. But all I'm saying is, it's a chick talking about how niggas ain't shit in bed, and she ain't shit in bed.
I can get that.
She can't ride it.
I can't.
But see, that's my problem. You can't keep talking about how niggas ain't shit in bed when you don't do nothing but lay there. You can't ride a dick for more than 15 seconds.
But when I talk about it, I'm not talking about for women who just.
Boy, you ain't the only woman.
I know. I'm not saying no. I get that, but I'm speaking for women who are very like active in their sexual experience.
What does that even mean?
Exactly. You don't know what that means.
Women that are skilled in bed sexually.
Yes, that's who I speak for.
Okay, and what are you saying? Women that are skilled in bed sexually,
they are very disappointed.
And you think the niggas that skilled in bed sexually not? I'm
sure they are.
So that would be a two-way street.
But what I'm saying is, so if you can agree that women are as equally disappointed as men, then why can't I'm trying to say women love sex just like y'all do?
No, not as much. Women
love the experience of sex. Men love completion of sex. That's my theory. And I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna stick beside it.
You have the right to stick to your theory. I mean, but at the end of the day, if you want to say that women love the experience, I won't argue with you. When I debate you, that is even something that I'll probably honor. You know what? That's right. Women more tend to be in tune with the emotional, the passion side of it. I won't debate.
It's not even emotional because I personally, I can have an amazing, just seeing stars and galaxies experience with somebody I'm not in love with. Like, it's the sexual experience. It's not about emotions. Okay.
Yeah. See, Joe, this all I be saying.
But you know what? However,
women just talk too much. Y'all complain too much, and y'all speak from a vantage point of someone who is great. Y'all talk about niggas who ain't shit in bed like y'all killers.
Well, I talk that way.
Who ain't bringing shit to the table like y'all.
Be very honest.
Women talk about niggas ain't shit like they good, like the women are great. I'm like, sweetheart, how long you been single? What make you think you such a catch? Ain't nobody even trying to catch you. You like they put you in the motherfucker, what they call it, you in the catch and release pond. Niggas ain't trying to keep you.
It's
Niggas
fine.
is
Yeah.
holding you a little while and just tossing you back. Oh, look at this nice
Let
fish.
me get elevated because you're doing
Beautiful.
too
Beautiful
much.
fish. Hey, y'all see this beautiful fish? Y'all see this cold ass fish I caught? Cool. Done with her. Go right back in it. What you mean? I'm just telling the truth.
Lance.
Joe, I'm sorry that I got to bring the harsh realities to y'all, that all the reasons that y'all go
The
through.
ugly women is getting digged down.
Shit.
Ugly women are getting digged down.
They ain't getting ringed up. Matter of fact, ugly women might get ringed up because they actually probably got to bring more to the table than you motherfuckers who think you pretty. They probably got personality and sense of humor, and they can treat a nigga well and show
Well,
appreciation.
then your argument is flawed. Then
No, it's not.
if
I'm the
ugly
one who
women
complained.
are getting digged down,
I never said women can't get no dick.
then what is
That's not an accomplishment. Getting dick is an accomplishment.
Who said it was? It's,
So telling me ugly women getting dick down means what exactly?
but you just said every woman thinks she's bad. Women don't have to be bad to. What are you talking about? Maybe I'm confused. What you're talking about right now.
Are women complaining? Women, I'm talking about as far as women who want to be in relationships and marriage and all that shit. I
Okay,
just,
so we're not on sexual experience.
regardless of the subject, y'all complain too much, and I'm just here to tell y'all that y'all may not be wrong on y'all complaints. I don't know. Don't date niggas. What I can tell y'all is for every 10 complaints you got about niggas, we got 10 about y'all. That's it. Y'all just be talking too much from like y'all at an advantageous position, and y'all not. I see women all the time who don't look like shit talking shit about niggas. I'd be like, Joe, most niggas don't even want you. Like, let's start there before we start talking about why niggas ain't shit.
Because guess what you're attracted to and what someone else is attracted to is very different.
Facts. I didn't say I said
you can only speak from your level of what you're attracted to.
I can speak in general for men. The same way you can speak in general. I know in general what most
Not
men
necessarily because women date ugly men all the time.
Just because I don't think a woman is attractive to me don't mean I can't recognize that she's attractive. It's a lot of women I think are attractive, but they're not for me. Jill Scott is an attractive woman. I'm not attracted to her, but I'd be a fool to not be able to recognize she's an attractive woman. So just because I ain't into it don't mean I think she ugly. That ain't how that work in my mind. That means she don't fit my particular.
You talking about just butt ugly people in general?
No, I'm just talking about people in general. Listen, like I said in general, we've got to get off this subject. Okay. Like I said, women in general, especially in the group, have too many.
I want you to name names. Who you talking about?
I ain't naming names because then I got to deal with they talking crazy and they can't. None of them talk more
shit.
Group.
Go crazy.
I don't want to hurt feelings. I don't want to hurt feelings. You want me to have smoke? How you want me to have smoke? How you want niggas coming?
You want to talk about them anonymously though, and that's not fair.
I'm talking about women in. I ain't just talking about women in PMU. I'm talking about women. Period. Social media, all this shit.
No, because you posted something one time that was like, it's a lot of women talking about this, and y'all ain't got the looks to talk about it.
Well, I was actually talking about PMU, but it could apply outside of PMU. You think PMU ain't nothing but a microcosm of social media?
Well, I know that.
Okay, so the same chicks that be in PMU talking crazy be on their Instagram and on Twitter doing that.
Very clear. Although we are talking generally about men and women, when I make my comments in the group, it is about the men in PMU. It is not about all men. Okay, I'm being very.
You don't even know half the men in PMU. It's only.
I only know my interaction. I can only go off of what they give. Okay.
And what? See, here go another example.
What?
What you think the women in PMU showing us?
Shits and giggles.
You think niggas be walking around like the women in PMU? They seem like they some outstanding, high quality felines.
I say all that.
That's why I be like, women be like PMU niggas, like PMU niggas. What you think y'all giving? The fuck? You think y'all out here representing women in the highest of quality?
I didn't say that. Well, my position in this group is not to represent women. Listen, it's to represent me.
When I speak, I ain't talking about you.
No, I know. But I don't think that the women are trying to represent. I think the women represent themselves very much so. However, on the flip side, I feel like the men try to speak for all men and say, no, this ain't how that works.
Women, everything you accuse us of, y'all guilty of too. It's just a different flavor. I say this all the time. Whatever complaints women got about men got an equal number of complaints. And often they're the same complaint, but they just disguise differently. That's why I always compare money with sex, because a lot of times our complaints are based on our preferences and what we want. And y'all complaints based on y'all, but they really be the same shit. They just coming in different styles. It be the same
Just
shit.
a lot of unhappy people.
And none of them motherfuckers, listen, as much as I talk shit about the chicks, I call niggas lame 17 times a day. And I mean it with all my heart. You niggas is lame. I be reading y'all goof ass opinions on shit. I be like, Joe, I know, I can tell by most men conversation what quality of women they get just by listening to them. I'm like, yeah, you got chicks, but you got like 7 threes, nigga. You Steph Curry. Like, I don't want to get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. You ain't dealing with no high quality women with the bullshit you talking about you doing. You're not. You dealing with women that put up with your bullshit, which means they probably low quality, because a woman of quality with options ain't putting up with that fuck shit, but you swear you a player because you got 5 of these motherfuckers. But the 5 chicks you get, any 5 niggas can get them 5. They nothing. They nothing. But I can't, but you can never tell a man that his chicks ain't nothing. You know why? Cause he fucking. So you just gotta let him talk. These niggas be lying, they be pandering, they do what I always say they do, is try to put themselves in the position to score off the you never know game. I ain't gonna say nothing too crazy. I don't want to offend no chicks, cause you never know, one of them might want to fuck me. That's why they be pandering and talking all that dumb shit. And y'all be thinking they be on y'all team. They just really hoping for an angle to slide in your inbox. Because they goofies. Because they wasn't. They tell y'all the truth. Like me. I ain't trying to fuck not nobody in there. I don't care about none of y'all feelings.
That's one thing I appreciate about you, Lance. You are a, what do you call that?
Honest. I know it's rare these days.
A subjective, like, group leader. Like a person, like normally the people who own their group be trying to fuck all the girls. I appreciate that about you.
It ain't a woman in PMU that can claim I've been in her inbox. And I can say that confidently. Since I started PMU, ain't a single chick in here can say I tried to come to her. Not one. And if I'm lying, she can put me on blast. No,
I believe you. I don't doubt that. You
don't. But if I was in y'all inboxes, I'd own it, because I wouldn't get no fuck. You know why? No, I don't get no fuck. Because y'all don't get no fuck.
That's true.
Yeah. Listen, y'all penalize men for a lot of shit. We don't really penalize y'all for shit. We don't get no fuck. Like, for real. That's why women can say whatever they want. Ain't no nigga finna not fuck a chick because she said something he don't like in the conversation. Y'all will do that shit to a nigga in a minute. Oh yeah, y'all don't like that man's opinions.
We're different creatures.
If y'all don't like that man's opinion,
it definitely depends on the opinion. It definitely depends. I hold people accountable. So I'm just
anyway. Speaking of accountability, we finna get off this shit. We finna talk about another woman that y'all like. Y'all girl Meg. Y'all waiting for Tori to be found innocent.
I don't know at this point. This trial been so messy. This trial has been so messy. First of all, her ex-best friend.
Love her.
Oh, you love her? Why you love her? Why you love her? Why?
Because they just showed them both some fucking clowns. They just both some clowns. Her, Tori, Meg, all 3 of them. 3 fucking clowns in the car.
Clearly she got shot. I want to know who shot her.
I don't think she got shot. But I think she got hit with the ricochet of. I don't think a bullet hit her directly. I think it hit the ground, and that's why she got bone fragments in her foot, and not an actual bullet.
I can possibly agree with that. But someone fired a gun.
Yeah, Kelsey.
I don't know.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you what.
That night. I don't know.
2 things about this case. One, I don't give a fuck about none of these motherfuckers. I honestly don't care about the case. My biggest interest in women's reactions to the case, because of the believe women shit. And women, when this shit came out, not only was they on that believe women shit, any man who either rocked with Tory or wanted to hold an opinion till he heard more information, like basically any man who didn't jump immediately on Meg's side, chicks were saying shit about, oh, you got to pay that type of man attention, girl. That's a red flag. Woo wop you wham. So basically, you was criticized for not immediately believing Meg.
So that's one thing I will agree with you with where we are today after Me Too and everything. I don't personally automatically agree with women. I definitely What?
Come on, Rod. Don't
All
leave.
right, bye.
No,
Rod
Rod.
is my favorite person. Is one of my favorite people because he's consistent. I appreciate consistency. Okay, but I didn't know what to believe with the whole Megan and Tory situation when it first came out.
Let me ask you this: It is, and like I said, I don't care about I don't want to talk that much about the trial, but more so people's reactions to the trial because I don't really care about the trial.
Yeah, everyone wanted to be on the Megan train because she is a Black woman. They want to protect Black women, which is not I don't think it's a flawed thing to want to protect Black women. However, let's be logical. Let's wait for evidence. We had no proof of anything. It was all the entire time he say, she say.
Let me ask you this as a Black woman. Why we can't even question? Why when a Black woman say something happened, it's disrespectful?
No, I believe questions need to be asked. I think.
But you can't.
But no, I think it's the tone, it's the way, because Lance, it matters. It matters. I'm sorry, not sorry. The tone matters. How you ask things. Are you really asking because you want to know? You ask because you're being an asshole right now. Now I'm mad. You feel me? Like it matters. Are you asking because you truly care? What happened? Do you really want to get to the truth?
You're talking
about side with Tory?
Not your friends and family. Huh? On social media, when these stories break, you as a man, or even women, to get their head bashed in too. Let me not act like women won't get their head bashed in too, but mostly men are not allowed to question whenever a woman tells a story where she is a victim of a man, whether it be violence or of the sexual nature. If a woman says that a man did woo whoppity wham, then we are supposed to instantly and without believe that shit. And if you question it, you get called all type of names. They want to cancel you. You a danger. You a red flag.
Though, Lance, that couldn't happen because
what if the story sounds fugazi?
But and that's fine that it sounds fugazi, but still be sensitive because you don't know the truth. Whether or not it sounds fugazi, you don't know.
That's your question. You know when I never hear this type of talk?
What?
Whenever it's a man committed of any crime. I don't hear sensitivity. I don't hear tone. If the nigga told if a man told a fucked up story, motherfuckers would be all in. Oh, that ain't what happened. This nigga lying. Nobody ever has sensitivity.
Not necessarily, not in every occasion, but majority. I can agree with you on that. However, what I will say, because this is something public. Take a shot. Go crazy. Because this is something public. Let's just discuss humans in general, men versus women. Women have been underneath men for so long, mistreated by men for so long. I mean, it's a fact, Lance. We live in a patriarchal society. We have since the beginning of time. Women have been misused and abused since the beginning of time. And now that women have a voice, people are trying to, like they used to give men the benefit of the doubt, they're trying to do that for women. Is it the correct thing to do? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying factually what is occurring today. Because an oppressed party has been oppressed for so long, people are saying, hey, don't question them. They have a right to accuse and to do this and that. It's humans trying to establish right. It's flawed, but it's what's happening.
What you're describing is an overcorrection.
That's a
classic case of an overcorrection. Something wasn't right, so now you're gonna push it to the extreme. So you're not looking to correct it or make it even. You're gonna push it to the extreme, the opposite direction.
I mean, you could say that about racism, honestly. You know what I mean? Like we use
overcorrection for racism.
No. What I'm saying, well, I won't call it overcorrection, but I can compare it and say Black people used to fight for equality. But today we're saying we're the superior race. We should be on top. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that's right or wrong. I'm just stating a fact.
What's the fact?
That's the tone today.
Oh, that y'all think y'all superior?
That Black people think they're superior and should be on top.
Hold on.
No longer about equality. It's about being on top.
Okay, I'm confused.
The woke party, right?
Thinks that Black people should be superior?
Yeah, definitely. Think that we are the superior. Yes, that is the viewpoint. Superior race, superior in everything, strength.
Oh, she says something about Lori Harvey. Don't bring Lori, y'all. That's y'all. That Black woman superhero.
Explain Lori Harvey is not a black woman superhero.
She is. Lori Harvey, black woman super. Her and Sierra. Lori Harvey, the evil. She like the evil black woman.
We're not gonna discuss the Wilsons tonight because I'm not doing that with
those
you.
Two women, y'all love those. We're not doing. Chicks. Y'all put them.
I don't care for either. I'm happy for both.
Is
living their best life
of horror culture.
Get into a land.
The classic. I like Lori because Lori don't say a word. I ain't never heard her
say a word, and I love that for her.
I never heard her voice.
And Sierra just be posting videos twerking and with her kids.
She's completely irrelevant to me. I don't care.
You know you don't care.
Y'all love Russell Wilson. That's cool too, but whatever. But Lori, y'all love Lori. Y'all want her defended at all costs because y'all think she turning the tables on niggas, which is
no, I don't think she's turning the tables on niggas. I think she's doing what women do today. She's not doing nothing women don't do today.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
You want your daughter being one?
I want her to be sexually free.
Really?
I hope she has amazing sexual.
So if you found out that your 20-year-old daughter already had 20 partners, you be cool with that?
That's not what I'm saying.
What you mean she's sexually free?
Hey, okay. Well, fuck. Cake. Mia, are you upstairs? Get upstairs.
Yeah. See, all that horror culture sound great.
I'm muting you.
Yeah. See, mother love talking that bullshit.
About
women.
She don't know about this just yet.
She's owning her sexuality. She's
Land.
Her and her strength. And she's
embracing where y'all two pick at?
Sexuality.
Where y'all two pick at? Mia Moore, go upstairs. Right now,
she's intimidating all these men.
Close the door.
Man can't handle a powerful woman in the bedroom.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
It brings out your insecurity.
I wish I could control this.
You only fuck 20 women, so now I'm more powerful to you. And
that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying, I still want those things for her. But I mean, she's 10. I want her here right now.
So you cool at 20? She knocked back 20 niggas. You good with it?
I'm not saying I'm cool with that. I mean, I'm having a conversation with my baby. But I want her to have amazing sexual.
Why aren't you cool with having her 20 at 20?
I won't say I'm cool or not cool with it. I'm gonna be very honest with you. Cool or not cool with it. I'm gonna have a conversation. Like,
what's the conversation?
I'm gonna see where her headspace.
Good job. Way to knock them niggas back. You the freest motherfucker I ever said. You the
now y'all got on me when I talked about Butter Smith's fictional daughter getting her back blown out, and here you go just walking on. So calm your tits.
Okay, I'm take it right because it's your daughter.
Listen,
I didn't say nothing explicit. I just said. What is?
Let me say that. Can I say this?
Go ahead. Say
this. If in your scenario, my 20-year-old daughter came to me and said, "You know, I did it with." Shut up, Isabel. Listen. Did you say 10 or 20?
I said 20 at 20. 20 for 20. You heard me.
Okay, so listen to me. I'm going to talk to her. I'm going to see where the mindset is. Like, is my baby lost? Are niggas really just like scamming her into giving up her pussy? Like, is she in control or is she being controlled? That is a factor. If she's in control,
y'all always in control of your body.
None, bro. I'm saying mentally, the mental. Is she in control or is she being controlled? That's a conversation to have. Because regardless of your experience, my even perspective of parenting, I'm raising a human being. Humans gonna human. You feel me? Are you in control of what you're doing? Are you in control of your life? If that's how you choosing to get down and you're making a conscientious decision and this is well with you, who am I can only, as your mother, tell you my experiences, how I chose to move, tell you why. Maybe I'll tell you what I think about what you're doing. But if you are making these decisions on your own from a level of intellect, some sort of, you have a rational reason that I can be like, although I don't like it, I can understand it. Go be great.
If one of my daughters got 20,
we know because y'all
niggas. First of all, I'm gonna cry for 20 nights consecutively.
I'm
gonna feel like the world's biggest failure as a father. I'm gonna blame myself. I'm gonna be distraught. I'm be like, what the fuck did I teach her? What did I not teach her? What did I show her, or what did I not show her that she think this is how you move? I'm gonna feel like an abject failure as a father. So,
I understand that. So when I made that post about with Buttersmith about his fictional daughter, my man was like, "Why would you say that?"
I don't think I know what you're talking about. I think I'm familiar with it. But
Okay, so Butter posted about no, say real quick. Posted about his daughter, and I said, I hope she getting her back blown out.
Whoa, 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 whoa! What the? What? What? What?
What? Why would you know about this? He don't have a daughter. It was his fictional daughter. I didn't know it at the time, but when I said it, listen to me, Lance Garnett. When I said it,
did you think he had a daughter?
Getting your back, shut up. I mentioned the post because I did mention my daughter. However, what I was saying,
you think he had a daughter when you said it?
I did. Yes, I thought he had a daughter. But no. I said but
Dr. Umar, 1,000 lashes.
Agreed. What I was saying is I hope she's having amazing sexual experiences.
That's not what you said. That's not what you said.
But that's what that means for us.
She hope she getting her back blown out.
I do.
That shit.
I hope all women watching this are.
Yeah. Okay. Let me tell you something. I hear anybody tell my daughter, I hope she
am
blown out.
So I hope, and I
don't say that about my daughters. We're gonna fight.
My Christmas gift.
What you talking about? We're gonna swear the fuck out.
That women around the globe are getting their back blown out.
Let me repeat. I love slurs.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking. You can get your back blown out by one nigga.
But if you not,
that's not what I'm saying. But you're making this something I'm not talking about. I'm saying I hope you're having amazing sex. I
hope everybody is.
That's for women. That's getting our back blown out. I get my back blown out often. Listen. And I hope that I wish that upon all women. Okay. I want it for my sisters. Ooh, white women too. Asians.
I just want to. Listen. I know. I just seriously want to know, why do women celebrate whore culture now? Why are women touting women sleeping around?
I think women have been so. Okay.
Why are women touting women sleeping around and labeling it? What they call it, taking control of their sexuality.
It is.
No, it's not.
Women have been men's toys.
What the fuck is controlling? What the fuck does sleeping with 75 niggas got to do with controlling your
sexuality? It's not about the amount. It's never about the amount. There's no goalpost to say, well, you've reached this many, so you're doing amazing. Like, there's nothing like that.
Do you believe a woman's sexuality is a part of her value to men?
About her value to a man?
Yes.
How freaky she is, yeah.
That's it.
Well, I'm saying, like, I don't think the number matters. The number never matters.
How a woman conducts herself, do you think that matters to most men? How a woman
conducts? Of course. How anyone conduct themselves matters. What do you mean?
Do women have respect for that value, or are they just like, fuck it, a nigga gonna have to just take me how I am?
Let's go back a second. What is this value you're talking about? You're saying,
okay, let me explain it better.
Okay.
So back in the day when we were younger, a woman's sexuality, or how many dudes she been with, how she carried herself, how often she gave herself to a man, was part of her value. Purity was honored. Now, obviously, we ain't talking about virgins. That shit dead. Okay. But a woman who has not been with a lot of men has always been seen as more valuable than a woman who has. Of course,
because men want virgins.
Okay, so say what?
The closer you are to a virgin, the men will loves it.
So my question is, women know men value this. Do women respect that, or y'all on some fuck that?
I think women are willing to live their lives how they want and lie about it when they meet what they deem as the one.
Okay, so if that's your stance, that y'all willing to lie about it, are y'all?
No, that's why I said women. I'm not saying me, but I'm just saying women. Yeah, women. I feel for majority. Like, no woman that's been with 300 niggas is gonna be honest about being with 300 niggas. You feel me? Like,
I know several women who own their behavior. They like.
Oh, I'm not saying it's women that don't exist that do. My aunt is a sex therapist. Okay,
right. So
I know this.
I feel like nowadays women have tricked niggas That's why I say they all lame. Talking to you niggas who be saying shit like the past don't matter. In regards to women's sexuality, y'all have tricked niggas. This is what I was talking about earlier about the patriarchy.
Okay.
Like y'all have attacked the.
Did you love my comment?
Yeah, I already knew you was gonna say some shit like that. You was killing me, but I already knew that was coming. You meant that shit. But
I meant that.
Women have attacked sex from a patriarchal standpoint and try to just tear it down. How these are old ways of thinking and niggas is trying to hold it back. And that's why I was saying, Joe, y'all don't want us to value that shit no more. So I was asking you, so y'all don't value that no more? Like y'all don't have a value for I'm not gonna give myself
I
to
don't need you to value that I've been with less men. That I don't care that you care about that.
I said y'all don't care no more. Y'all don't feel like Joe.
I don't think so. Like, because why? That's not making me less of a woman for you.
Right. That's what I was asking. So not less of a woman, but more so like, okay, I'm not gonna be the type of chick to give my body to a bunch of men because I hold my body as something.
Yeah, I don't think
sacred.
I don't think
like
majority of women think that. Not to say that majority of women are giving themselves away to a lot of men. I just don't think women have sex with men with that in their mind. Like, oh,
that shit dead.
Too many.
That shit dead.
Too many because I don't want my future husband to be mad at me. No,
not even future husband be mad at. Just that, goddamn it, I attach my value to my body as a part of my value. Therefore,
I think for majority of women, it's the exact opposite.
That shit dead is what you're saying, because that used to be the way women think.
Very much so. But you can't say back in the day that it was that. That was the standard that men wanted for women. It occurred.
A lot of women agree with that shit too. What you mean?
A lot of them. But then you can see in the movies. There's the wife who's pure and judgmental, and there's the free-spirited women who are like, we don't want to do that no more. Like in every movie, you see this about back in the day.
The woman usually single, right?
I mean, not necessarily.
Y'all love how y'all call slurs free-spirited women.
They are free-spirited.
They're free. So many nicknames, y'all bullshit.
They do with their vagina.
A woman can dress up anything negative about her, make that shit sound like an attribute.
Y'all love it. No, y'all love that we could do that because we could dress up anything about you and make it.
No, y'all don't. Y'all just lie to yourselves and we just act like we go with it because we want to fuck.
No, we don't lie to ourselves. Because whose truth is it? Whose truth is it, man? Is it it's the man's because we're in a patriarchal society, right?
No,
I get you. Yeah, I understand. I comprehend. It's a man's world. James Brown told us that. So because it's a man's world and that's the standard.
It is a man's world. Well,
exactly. No, I agree. 1,000%. It is a man's world.
No, not anymore. It used to be. Listen, the only advantage men have over women now is getting paid more for the same job. Other than that, we ain't got no advantages.
I don't even think that. I know. Is that still a huge? Is it still a huge gap though?
Yes, it's still probably like 20-something cents or something like that, easily. 27 cents, somewhere around there. Y'all, I know women keep acting like y'all have gotten so much closer, but it's still a big gap. That ain't the point.
I'm not to say I've never been mad about that. I mean, it sucks that happens, but
tell me what advantages other than that men have a woman in society.
You all make the rules. Literally. You break the rules and make the rules.
The rules are equal for everybody.
There's double standards everywhere.
There's no laws for men that women don't get to take advantage of.
No. I'm not talking about the laws, Lance.
What rules?
Rules of society. Rules of what is considered good versus bad. Rules of what's acceptable in society. Acceptable for a man. Acceptable for an alpha is a big thing these days. Alpha man. What's acceptable for a beta man? What's acceptable for women? Why we hate independent women?
Do you think men make the rules for what's acceptable for women in
society? I think men
2022. You think men are doing? Are you nuts?
What women are running it?
No. You said men are making the rules for women.
These rules have been in place since the beginning of time. They're only
y'all done told them bitches down. Why you think
Not
they got
all of them, baby? They're still here.
Why do you think?
You know why they're still here? Because there's still men from that era that are here that are still running shit.
If men were running shit, women like Kim Kardashian, Amber Rose, and all
it's allowed because of money. Let's not get into that because that's a money makers. Okay,
So
that's making some white man rich as hell.
Wait. They are money makers, but who watches those shows?
Of course, women do. But women spend money. Women spend money. It's about money.
No. Slow down.
Women aren't controlling it. Men are using women for what they are interested in.
No.
Go ahead.
No. Those shows make money because they are supported by women.
Yes.
And smart business people be like, oh, women want business, whatever. Women want to see this, so I'm going to give them more.
So they control it. No. What we want. Like your baby. Your baby who you want to grow up and be amazing and spend more money and money. I'm going to give you exactly what you need.
Missing the point. They're feeding women what women crave and desire, because if women didn't want it, the shows
they don't want it. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about who makes the rules, bro. That's what we're talking about.
And I asked you what rules.
Men allow certain shit, right?
What rules?
Whores.
Who?
Y'all make the rule of whores.
Oh, y'all, whores is cool now. What do you mean? Kim Kardashian is one of the most popular women in the world, and she a flagrant whore. That shit ain't. I
don't think she's viewed as a
minority now.
That's a whore in a long time. It's different.
I'm in the minority now.
So
most men don't think like men no more.
Once a hoe, always a hoe.
To me, yes, but most men don't think like me. I'm in the minority.
Let's talk about in general. Let's not talk about you and me. We'll stop that. In general, is once a hoe always a hoe?
Yes.
In general,
hold on.
For majority of men.
Now, no, a whore ain't even a whore no more. A whore ain't a whore until she get into her next relationship. Then she an outstanding woman because she said so. That's how that go. Like, that shit dead. Even men are on the side of women when it comes to that. That's why I say that shit over with. All that whore being a bad, that shit dead. As far as popular culture, men are agreeing with women. Their past don't matter. And they say shit, I used to sleep around. It's cool.
Guess what? Only because men are agreeing with women.
They stupid.
No, listen to what I'm about to say. Only because men are agreeing with women is the way that hoes able to not exist no more. The negativity of it. Men still rule the fucking globe. Who made let's talk. I don't want to get too deep into it, but not just women, other oppressed groups. We can talk about the homosexual community. No, I'm not saying talk about it, but I'm just bringing it up as a point.
They're not oppressed.
They've made a lot of progress.
They are not oppressed.
Because they're not who?
Their oppression has been over. Their oppression is done. They're running shit now.
They're not oppressed. They're definitely not oppressed now.
They're running
That's
shit.
Not what I'm saying. I'm saying they were another oppressed group who was allowed, and I very much mean allowed, to be front and center in this patriarchal society. Because at the end of the day, we are still in a patriarchal society, which means men are allowing it to happen.
Let's be more specific. It's not men. White men.
White men. We can agree on that.
So let's not,
because black people are not in control. We can agree 1,000% on that, Lance.
And that's why. So now we can get away from this men controlling shit, because neither one of us white.
Well, I mean, if we want to just talk in the black world,
I'm listening.
Struggle for control.
No, it's not.
I feel like it is.
Joe, women run this bitch.
I don't think that.
Women will cancel your career. They will get your shit shut down.
Men doing that too. Men are being women these days.
Women will tell you what is acceptable and what is not acceptable. You can't even say what the fuck you want, because if enough women don't like it, they will let you know. And then you got to come back. Listen, they made Jalen Rose apologize on the very next segment on national TV.
But I don't think that's.
Hold on, wait.
I'm sorry.
All he said was, why aren't we mentioning the woman's name who Emeka Edoke slept with when she's actually the one married and is consensual? Like, why are we only mentioning his name? And just for asking that question, before the next segment, they made this man apologize for simply asking the question. And here go another example. When the Ray Rice situation happened, and he got caught hitting his wife in the elevator, Stephen A. Smith went on TV, gave a nice little long speech of how men should never hit women, and gave a whole nice little monologue. And then at the end, he said women shouldn't provoke men. And they suspended that son bitch for 2 weeks. Women run this shit. They tell you what's acceptable in society, what you can't say, what you can say. They tell you how to fix it. Matter of fact, it is only crimes against women that will end your fucking career. Matter of fact, it ain't got to be a crime. You can be accused of hitting a woman and your career over, but you can go drink, drive, or do another crime, and you will be right back on your fucking job. But an accusation of doing something to a woman will end your shit. Y'all run this bitch, G. Y'all got the most, y'all the highest entrepreneurs. Women run this bitch. They run them. Listen, socially, y'all run this bitch. Y'all run the United States of America.
Wait, I want to address something because you just said we can't talk about men running it because it's white people. So we're talking about black men versus black women.
I'm actually talking about women, period, socially. I was never talking about the power structure as a whole. When you brought that in, I had to bring clarity. But I mean socially. Socially, women dictate policy. I
don't think we dictate it. I think everything, because we're in a patriarchal society, is being allowed to happen. So let's say women are dictating. It's being allowed. It's being allowed currently. You feel me?
Again, I understand we are all under that white power. I'm talking about socially. White men ain't controlling nothing socially. They controlling the money.
They could if they wanted to, though.
But they're not. The scary part. White men are not dictating what is acceptable socially. That shit is over for them.
Each group, honestly, each previously oppressed group is fighting for their rights. You feel me? They're fighting to make.
Ain't nobody fighting for no rights no more. What rights? Everybody got.
No. I'm sorry. They have fought for it. Maybe you're misunderstanding what I'm trying to say. They have fought to get to where they are, and it's been allowed. You feel me?
Again, I already said I understand white men control it. I'm talking.
Right. Okay. What I'm saying. So each group is fighting. I don't think women are more in control of the gay community or more in control of
women and the queer community run this bitch. If the queer community say something ain't cool, it ain't. Let me add another community. The mental health community.
I was just going to say that. I was going to say disabled, but yes, the mental health.
They in third place. They coming hard, Jack. They coming around the corner.
I learned that we can't say retard no more.
You can't say nothing. Can't say nothing.
Can't say nothing.
You listen, in today's society, you can't even ask a common sense question if it offends women or the queer community. Mm-hmm. Like I've always like the whole conversation about should transgenders play in sports or should transgenders let the person they're dating know who they are before sexual shit happen. Like they control that conversation.
Yeah, that's true.
Got a law passed. I'm not sure if it's just in Connecticut. I'm not sure if it's the federal law. It might have, I have to read it again. It might have been just in Connecticut, but I could have sworn they just passed a law saying that transgender girls can compete in women's sports now.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
And women are the number one besides people in the.
But you know why women are? Not to say it's right or wrong. It's just
y'all running this bitch.
Is an oppressed group supporting another oppressed group.
Women, so women are still oppressed.
If you put it down, no. It's black people are oppressed, right?
But black, we're not talking about black, we're talking about women.
But I'm saying that's a group that's oppressed. Women, to an extent, are still, although they may have came a long way, because we live in a patriarchal society, women are still oppressed.
How?
In ways, shapes, or form.
Tell me how. I'm listening.
A woman can't be sexually free.
That's a lie. What do you mean? Horticulture.
No, I'm sorry. It can't be seemed acceptable.
Yes, it is. Women are. Come on. Amber Rose doing slut walks.
But Amber Rose represents who she represents.
She doesn't. The most who are the most popular women right now in black culture? You know who they are?
It ain't Amber Rose.
Women who are only known because of the men they slept with. All these hip hop Atlanta and housewives and all that shit. It ain't your fucking actresses. It ain't your
No, but it's a reason for that, Lance. And I'm not saying
hold on, wait a minute. All I'm simply saying is while you're saying that shit is not acceptable, these Instagram chicks and these reality show women
that doesn't make it acceptable because it's
women. They're the most popular women in our culture. It's not who it used to be, which was your actresses and your singers and people of some talent or merit. Now it's simply women who are more well known for who they've slept with than anything else they've done.
Are you saying that's the only thing they're well known for?
We wouldn't know them if it wasn't for the men they slept with. They would be non-existent. That's why the show is
called Kim Kardashian. Who are you talking about?
Oh, why do you think they got a show called Wives of Orange County? Wives of something. Because without your husband, no one gives a fuck about you.
That's not the only reality show. Not a good.
So they all wives of something, girlfriends or something. Wives.
Okay, but no, they're not.
What am I talking about then? What shows you talking about?
No. I don't watch reality TV like that.
No.
I do like Real Housewives of Atlanta because I like black people.
And all of them, and these women are married to or dating.
Not all of them.
They're married to or dating wealthy men who have put them in the game, so now they can try to have their own brand. But without these men, we would never know their names.
Not necessarily.
Most of them. What do you mean? Who are these women?
Isn't here because of a man. Nene isn't here because of a man. I can only talk about Real Housewives because that's what I watch.
Who is Mimi?
Nene, the most popular Real housewife of the brand, Atlanta.
No, where she get famous from? Before this TV show
in Atlanta.
Before the TV show, where she make her name?
Oh, because of Trump.
Before the TV show,
she was famous because she was on Trump when whatever show The Apprentice.
So she was on the Nene was?
Yes. She remember she was like, I cashed Trump.
No, I don't put up this no fucking Nene. No, I don't know if I'm asking. I have no idea.
Okay. She said yes, she was on The Apprentice. She
made a name for herself before the Housewives shit.
Yes.
That's one chick.
She's the reason Housewives got started.
That's one chick.
I understand it's one chick. Candy Burris.
Who the fuck is she?
Escape.
Okay, she's a singer.
But she had something for herself before she went to Housewives. Right.
You naming 2 chicks out of 37
Cynthia Bailey was a model before she went to Housewives. Okay.
So like I said, you naming a couple chicks out of 37 shows.
Well, I don't watch the other shows. I can't vouch for them.
I know you don't. I know you don't. And my girl used to watch all them shit. So I used to walk in and be like, who the fuck is that? Who is that? And she'd be like,
you didn't know the women I just named. Listen, and they made it on their own. So
I knew their names. I knew their names.
I didn't know Nene.
I didn't know her name. I said I didn't know where she got her fame from. I don't know her origin, but I know who her name.
Right, because of that show, though. What I'm saying is you had never heard of these women before.
What I'm telling you is the vast majority of these women are only known because of the dicks they suck. They have not done things on their own.
Lance, why do you have to say it like that?
Am I lying?
Where's your toothpick at, bro?
Right here. Am I lying? Am I lying?
No, not necessarily. I want to agree.
Okay, then. Okay.
Are you referring to married women as the dicks they suck?
I don't give a shit how you listen. I don't give a shit if you married or not. If the only reason we know you is because of the man you with, and you wouldn't be, no one would know you if it wasn't for that nigga.
No, that's not true because a lot of the housewives have husbands you've never heard of.
But they got their money from them niggas.
It don't matter.
Listen,
you don't know them niggas though.
Some of the most popular chicks, they whores. The music you listen to the young music, they glorify this shit. Horror culture is winning. Listen, it used to be back in the day.
So I just want to clarify real quick.
Hold on, real quick.
Okay.
It used to be back in the day that groupies chased athletes.
Yeah.
Now athletes chase groupies.
Okay. Let me clarify something. A whore in your definition is just a woman who has sex with a lot of men, right? That's your only definition for whore?
Generally. I mean, listen, men can be whores too, but it just don't matter when we whores.
I'm talking about women.
Yes.
Women who
stick around casually, often.
I mean,
often, not every blue. Often, who you sleep around casually with multiple men on a regular basis. That's a whore. You have multiple sex partners on a regular basis.
Say with no breaks.
I mean, I can't get into the. I mean, once you start getting into these different little specifics and all that.
I'm just trying to.
If you sleep with a variety of men,
I get what you're saying. I don't know, Lance. I don't know what to tell you. Like, yes, that is the culture today. I agree with that. I agree. Women owning what they do is a beautiful thing. I think
Someone said black women make 64 cents to black men's 87 cents.
okay.
So like I said, it's about a 20-something
That's
cent
why it's
difference.
important to only work with white people. No, I'm just playing. That way you can make something comparable.
Y'all know she said that shit. I ain't say that, motherfucker.
No, I'm gonna tell you why I love being the only black girl. Oh, I be messing with the white folks. Oh my god. I be like, are you saying that because I'm black?
See, and it's what Ross said. It don't matter if we know their husbands or not. Listen, all I'm simply saying that we have elevated women based on
men have elevated women, is what you're saying.
No. These shows would not, men don't watch these shows. So don't say men elevate women when the only reason these shows are on because women support them. If women stop supporting them, they go off the air.
What's wrong with the show though? What are you
all I'm saying is we are promoting and idolizing women based on their good choice of who they sleep with. She slept.
No, you can't say sleep with because if you can't talk about whores and then talk about a housewife.
Listen, you're not missing what I'm saying. I ain't even say a whore. I didn't say a whore. I didn't say you said
that right now. I'm just saying just a few seconds ago.
They mixed in the group.
Whore culture is what's in control.
Okay, let me say this. Women are being empowered because of their sexual choices, whether she chooses to sleep with a rich man.
But I don't get what that has to do with a reality show about a housewife.
Because
she's doing that one Dino. What that got to do with the whole? I'm trying to find the correlation.
All that housewife shit came from promoting women based upon who they sleep with.
With the man they're married to, not necessarily who they sleep with, but with the man they're married to. That's a difference, Lance.
It does not matter if you're still being promoted based on the man you sleep with. It is not because of your merit, your talent, and your skills.
I'm not saying merit and talent or skill. I'm not saying that. I get such and such. No, I get that such and such. She's married to a man that's successful.
I'm a rich, powerful dude in Atlanta. And the only reason you have a TV show is because you married to a rich, powerful dude in Atlanta. If you was married to a regular dude, no one would know you.
I think you're missing what I'm saying. I think we may be saying the same thing and just misunderstanding each other now that I think about it. Because when you say who you're having sex with, there's more to than who. That's more. I'm sorry.
I'm being vulgar and descriptive when I do that. That's all I'm doing. I'm just simply saying these.
I thought you were being offensive. So I thought you were talking about these women are only famous because of the multiple.
No. I'm saying they're famous because of who they're with.
So that's why I said I think we're saying the same thing, but misunderstanding.
Right. They're famous because of who they with. You date a rich dude in Washington, and you marry to a rich man in California. And if these men weren't rich, none of us would know you. You would not
know you because you're not rich. You're rich because of them. I agree. You are rich because if you are not, you don't have your own business. You're not making your own money. Your only claim to coins is him.
Well, they might have started their own businesses since they've gotten with him, and now they have a success.
No, or
whatever. But they got owned.
What I'm saying is, if you weren't established before you met him,
right,
type thing, and his money fueled you, which is amazing, go crazy. But if that's what the reason you're here today, I get what you're saying.
So then look at it like this: what does that promote? When the most popular people in the culture, in popular,
is you a rich nigga? No,
yeah, it promotes.
It doesn't promote promiscuity.
Yeah, like that's what we think is important. Women who slept with rich niggas. That's what we popping up there.
It's not what's important. It's what's the goal. Like you want a man who take care of you.
Do you hear how young women talk these days? Do you ever? I don't know how much. Because I'm a podcaster, I have to keep in touch with what's going on in culture, even if I don't want to. I just have to.
I wanna address Demetrius right here.
Real quick. I have to have shit to talk about.
Okay.
So do you know how often I will come across a video of women in their 20s to mid 30s and all their expectations sound like they learned it from watching rich women on TV? A man got to make 250,000, 300,000, 400.
I don't think that's rich people on TV.
So
I think that's just TV.
It's social media promoting that type of fuck shit.
I agree. But that's the generation behind me.
Maybe
two generations. Yeah, that's the generation
when they started bigging up women who were known for even sleeping with celebrities, shit like that, and making them popular. And they were gaining fame simply because they were with a rich dude. And now you know who his girl is. So his girl go start a clothing line or whatever. And if it ain't that popular, like, you know who she is. So now you follow her on Instagram. And now when she break up with that nigga, of course she got to go get another rich nigga because she got to stay in the fucking mix. And then we start promoting these women, putting them on Idol, putting them on TV.
So I want to just go back to what you said earlier about the overcorrection. That's simply what it is.
Probably.
Because if the reverse had happened, where men were the oppressed culture and finally got to be on top, what the fuck would y'all be doing?
Men can't be the oppressed culture. We built.
No, I know you can't be. I'm just saying, in the land of make believe, if that happened, if it happened that God created Eve first and then Adam, like if that were the alternate universe, right? We could be in Marvel for a second.
I'm sorry. This is a conversation I can never have.
Oh.
Because
well, I'm saying, I'm trying to get you to empathize.
I know, but I'm not. Because
you can't even fathom being in that situation. So you can't judge someone who is if you can't even picture yourself in the reverse.
Being in what situation?
Empathize. If you can't empathize with me as a woman,
and empathize with you in what regard?
I am a creature, right? I'm a creature
that
comes from a line of creatures like me who have been underneath creatures like you. This is the mental that's passed down, the mothering my mother gave me, the mindset, right? It's mindset, because your dad gave you a mindset.
No, he did not.
Sure. Oh, I can't. I'm sorry. I don't know if you were raised by your dad or not. But
easy.
But society, we won't even say mom and dad. Society gave you this mindset.
Did it?
We're all influenced by society.
That's not where my mindset came from.
Where did your mindset come from? What
life experiences?
Society. I mean, but I'm saying
no, not society.
Your life experience happens within society, though.
Yeah, but my experiences come from watching how people move.
I get that, and experiencing people, right?
What makes sense? I'm a type person who typically believes in best practices. Like, that shit don't make sense. Like,
I watch that, but you're not one of the kind. Like, there are other men who think like you. Not to say it's a lot of men, but it's men.
Most men think like how y'all want them to think.
I know, I get that, but I'm saying you're not the only human being who ever existed who thought like you. You feel me? Like that's all I'm saying. We're all just like Lance. All I'm trying to say is that if you can't empathize with the woman in this society and understand why we wild out a bit nowadays because of everything women have been through.
You mean just let y'all be on fuck shit and be like, I understand?
God, you're such a man.
You listen. You gonna say why? Listen, all that sound like to me is I don't want to be accountable.
You will never understand. And that's all. You'll never understand. And I don't think you want to understand. You're not even trying to understand. Because I think women empathize with men, especially black women with black men.
Yeah, when we get shot by police.
I said empathize. I didn't say we've been through it. I said we empathize.
No, that's what I said. I said y'all empathize with us when we get shot by police.
No.
That's about it.
Do you know how many black women are telling a black man down right now, Lance?
Listen, let's stop.
Come on.
Let's stop acting like men as a whole are getting empathy. Women don't give a fuck about no niggas.
No, the women that your friends date don't give a fuck. Like, that's your experience. That's the only, because you said it wasn't your experience.
Not my experience.
Exactly, not yours, because you get away before the F stuff started happening.
Women as a whole show every day that the only men they give a fuck about is those that can do something for them. Listen, y'all, women on a regular basis will go to bat for all the things that they think should be defended and what men should be sensitive towards, and they will go hard for that. And then in the very next breath, they will shit on broke niggas, short niggas, and niggas with little dicks. All while telling us about body shaming and how we got to stop judging with phrases. So what I'm saying,
everyone has preferences. Y'all don't like fat women.
No. We ain't allowed. Men cannot voice their preferences.
Yes, you can. Y'all do it all the time.
Let me finish. Men cannot voice their preferences without backlash.
Women can't either.
It's a lie.
You see it every day in your own group. Women can't post how they feel about stuff.
Y'all make fun of us all the time, and I told y'all the only
men don't make fun of women all the time.
See, this is the difference. Y'all crack jokes about niggas. We just don't respond because there is no way to win when a chick is calling you broke or calling you little dick or short. There's nothing a man can say. Let me finish. There's nothing a man can say in his defense because all you're going to do is use that against him. Basically saying if you defending it, you're guilty of it. While women, y'all got whole defense systems built around protecting y'all for y'all bodies and everything else. And men be on y'all team. I can't just come on the page and talk about fat chicks. Are you fucking nuts? I get my head cut off. Stop playing. You can't be serious. I can't just go out in social media world and start dogging fat. I will get my head cut off. But you right now can make 37 posts about broke niggas and you're going to get laughs and jokes. Now tell me I'm wrong.
I agree with the broke.
What are you talking about then?
I don't necessarily agree with what I'm saying. And I feel like I forgot where we were going with that.
Yeah, because you know I'm right.
You just changed the topic a little bit.
I didn't. What I'm saying is, Joe, y'all do what the fuck y'all want. Y'all set the culture. Y'all set the trends. Y'all tell us what's right. Y'all tell us what's wrong. Y'all do whatever y'all want. Y'all don't have to set accountability.
And
y'all
it's because if y'all wouldn't abuse this way back in the day, we wouldn't have to go
now. It's justifying your behavior. You
That's why it's so extreme. It's
you agreeing with me?
Face.
You're agreeing with me.
It's who?
You're agreeing with me because now you're just justifying what y'all do. You're not even saying you don't do it.
Sure. Yeah, I'm agreeing.
So you agree with me? There's no conversation.
I'm agreeing what society has deemed as the popular thing today. Yes, I agree with you. I never not agree with you on that.
I said women dictate it. Y'all control it.
I believe that society is on women's side in supporting them right now. And society has never been like, so they're supporting whatever the fuck women want to do.
I am so tired of y'all. Y'all ain't been oppressed for 30 years. Stop playing. Y'all run this.
Been oppressed since
y'all ain't been oppressed for 20 years. Stop playing. That shit over. Y'all run this bitch, Joe. Y'all in college more than us.
No. I'm not saying where it's currently happening, Lance. You're misunderstanding me. I'm saying because 20 years we haven't, but for thousands of years we were. The 20 years is nothing. So the 1,000 years experience. Like, what are you talking about?
You're justifying your bullshit by saying there's a reason for your bullshit.
All bullshit. I'm saying it's a fact of why it's happening. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I said it's
highly intelligent. I am giving you the things that you do, and you're telling me the reasons for those things, which means you're justifying them. You're not saying these things don't happen.
I'm not saying they're right or wrong. I'm just simply agreeing with you that it happens.
And you're telling me why.
And I'm saying a possibility of why it happens, but I never said it should be happening. I never said I'm a woman who.
You're saying it's happening because of this, because y'all did this to us and y'all did this and y'all did this. So now this is happening.
I'm not trying to justify women. I'm trying to explain and agree with you on how society is with men versus women today. That's all I'm saying. You want me to speak on behalf and give a pass to all women. That's not what I'm doing here. I feel like that's what you want. Like you want me to say I'm justifying it. So I agree with it.
I feel like you were arguing with me and trying to say that women ain't running shit. And then you proceeded to just basically tell me the reasons why.
No, I didn't say that they're running. I don't agree. So me saying that they run it and me saying that, yes, I agree that women are doing what they want for themselves. I'm not saying women running society.
No, I'm saying women run society culturally. Culturally, I said women dictate what is right, what is wrong.
Culturally is very different than what. Okay. Well, then, yeah, sure. Social media is the culture, like that. Yeah, sure. That's the influence of today.
And my point was,
maybe I misunderstood what you meant.
My point was, y'all get to do whatever the fuck y'all want.
Sure.
And it don't matter how much of a hypocrite y'all are.
Sure.
None of that shit. Y'all get to tell us no body shaming and then shit on short niggas.
Sure.
Y'all get to tell us no fat shaming, but then y'all don't like light-skinned niggas. And there's no pushback. Y'all get to tell us that we can't call women whores, but y'all can call niggas broke, bums and tell us how we worth it because we can't take it all of the day. And there's my point is, not only do y'all set the cultures, y'all abuse that shit. You don't want no pushback, which is why I said in the beginning, when that whole women believe shit, y'all control shit so much, we not even allowed to question y'all. And if we do, we're a fucking pariah. So when you say sympathize.
So I want to apologize right here now. I can own up to my stuff. I misunderstood where we were going with this. Yes, I agree with everything you just said, but I also agree that believe that men are like, you all caused this. It's your fault.
You just justifying it. You just justifying it. That's all I see. You justifying it.
It's y'all fault. Has y'all not oppressed women for so long? We wouldn't have to do all this. Now you want us to empathize with you.
No.
Empathize with
No. Yeah. Women want men to emphasize with them, all while kicking us in their back. Y'all want us to emphasize with the struggles y'all go through over y'all bodies and y'all careers and all these other things that y'all have to deal with in the world.
Women want to be the spotlight. I'm not gonna lie.
And all the shit that we got to deal with, y'all don't give up.
We want. Well, what has happened is that society has deemed a reverse right now.
I mean, women.
Sure, that's
and these goof ass niggas who want to sleep with y'all because they don't get no ass, so they agree with y'all.
Sure.
If they got more ass,
no, we're not gonna get into that because now you're trying to talk about.
Hey, if niggas got more pussy, they tell y'all to go to hell. On everything I love, if niggas was able to get pussy more successfully, they would tell more women. Listen, the main reason I tell women to go to hell because I know I ain't never gonna struggle to get no ass. So I can say exactly how I feel, knowing it won't downgrade.
You women based on how you all sleep with women, which is insane.
I treat women based on how I sleep with them, huh?
Well, because your accessibility to sleeping with women is so great, you treat women how you want.
I treat women great.
No. I'm not saying you don't. But if you didn't want to treat a woman great, you would have no qualms doing that.
Yes, I would. That's not my character.
You just said, what did you just say, Lance? Run the tape back.
What did I just say? Tell me what I said.
You said you have no problem telling a woman off or something like something.
No, I said I have no problem saying what I want.
Saying what you want to a woman. You have no problem offending a woman.
Yeah, but you took it as negative. See how you went negative? See how you went negative? I said saying what I want. You went to offending. You immediately went negative.
But I'm saying that's a part of it, though.
You don't got to be negative.
The only thing. Why would I highlight the good? There's no purpose in highlighting the good if we're going to talk about issues.
I don't have to say something negative in order to say something a woman don't want to hear. I can just possibly.
But if a woman takes it negatively, because it's not negative to you, but it's negative to the woman.
That don't mean it's negative. It just might be an uncomfortable truth.
Okay, I can agree with that. Negatives and uncomfortable truths. I agree with that.
That's it. That's it, Joe. It's simple. Like I said, y'all run shit. Y'all got these goofy niggas following behind y'all. Y'all don't have to be accountable for fucking nothing.
Well, I don't know.
When you say, and the reason I say that, when you say you need to empathize with women more.
Because y'all do. Not with women current day. Empathize with the
old bitches?
Women who have
grandma? With somebody grandma?
Empathize with the mindset.
I'm not empathizing.
But y'all can't. Y'all refuse to.
Y'all don't empathize.
Well, we do. Even what we do
fuck about men. Men are walking around depressed.
Lance, now you're talking.
Listen, I'm telling you the truth. Men are the highest percentage of homeless, the highest percentage of suicide.
That ain't because of the women.
See how
y'all make dumb choices. Y'all live dumbly.
You ever say that about homeless women?
If a woman is homeless, she done made some horrible mistakes.
Stop. You make everybody seeing my point. When it comes to niggas, the opinions are harsh. When it comes to women, you want understanding.
No. There's some ancient women out here.
As a matter of fact, I used to have this conversation with Tiff, right? And I used to be like, whenever a woman going through some bullshit or she does some bullshit, other women have the uncanny ability to do a deep dive into her psyche, to try to understand the past traumas of why she did this and why she did that and what may have pushed her and the niggas that may have hurt. Like, y'all ain't even got to know this woman, but y'all can just imagine the myriad of ways, the scenario that pushed her to this point. But when a nigga do something, all that great insight and understanding and empathy somehow
Men are not
hold
women
on,
and
wait,
women
wait,
are not
wait,
men.
wait.
Like what the
all
fuck?
that understanding and deep insight somehow boils down to he a fuck nigga.
No, I
Like
would say
what? Wait a minute. So this girl who did that,
because I can
I'm lying?
everything you're saying. No, you're not lying, but everything you're saying right now can be compared to white versus black.
Oh,
White
no,
versus- no, I'm telling you, men versus women. Y'all don't know why y'all hate this because the comparison is the same. Men have always been on top. Always.
white men.
Men. It has always been.
No,
men.
it has not. Us
Listen,
black men
listen,
been
men,
born with our
white
black women
women,
standing right by each other.
black men, black women.
Black
men have always been on top of black women. That's all
black
I'm talking
men
about.
have been standing next to their black women in
You're
the
a
ghetto
liar.
fighting to.
You are
Hey,
either
more. Hey, more. Let
misinformed
me
or
put
you're
let me put you on some game.
misunderstanding.
Let me put you on some game.
Game
You know why black women are over black men? Because in society, in the white man's eyes, by empowering black women, I weaken black men.
yes,
Hold
in
on,
the
wait,
last
wait a
40
minute.
years. I'm not talking about
You
that.
ain't even 40 yet. So that means
I'm
your
talking
whole
about
life.
the majority of let's talk about the majority of
slavery and more stop.
hundreds of years, right?
It
was
you struggling. You trying to go back to
you're
motherfucking
trying to shut me up. You're not
1353.
even letting me talk because you're saying stop.
You taking me back to 1353.
No. What I'm talking. So I'm a big fan of sociology, the study of groups of people, right? Like I love that. What'd you say?
I'm laughing at Mike G talking about where the cocaine at.
He keeps saying it. He said it already. Maybe he already got it because he keep repeating himself. But I love this study of groups of people because everything repeats itself repeatedly.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, white men have always been in control. We get that. But we're talking about black men and black women, right? Because man versus woman, man has always been on top, right? Take racism out of it. Man is on top at all times. Women have always been underneath, always been able to be abused, always been able to go through stuff. Yes, a woman, I'm agreeing with you that it happens, but there's a reason for it. It's the world y'all built for us, bro. Like, I don't know what to tell you. You want something to happen differently, and maybe I'm here to tell you it never will because of how society has been. Take your next shot. It just, what y'all want will never happen.
And what's that?
I don't know what to tell you. Y'all don't want to empathize with us, so you'll never try to truly understand us.
Do you think that women try to emphasize that men and truly understand them?
I think we can because
don't move the goalpost.
I'm not moving the goalpost.
Hold on. I asked you, do you? And you responded what you can do. I said, do.
Amor does.
I didn't ask Amor. You said, wait a minute. You said men do not empathize with women. So I'm asking you, do women empathize with
majority of women? I think so. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think so. The women you all describe are typically immature thinking women, like, to be very honest with you.
And what are the men that don't emphasize on women? What are they? Are those the typically immature men?
Not
or those just all niggas?
Not necessarily.
Oh, I'm done with you.
No, I'm saying you have successful men who think like this. You have people who are on their A game who think like this just because I am man. Like, I'm trying to say.
Do you think women don't do that shit? You think women don't have that version of that? That I am woman, so you got to do this for me and do that. So what are you talking about?
No. That's not what I'm saying.
I'm listening.
Because men have been on top, they have it embedded in them, right? This whatever dominance, whatever you want to call it, and they think they're owed that, right? And they project that since the beginning of time.
Go along.
Huh?
You're just making this up as you go along.
I might be. I'm highlighting.
Yeah, that's what shit you're making up as you go along.
Man, it's like,
listen.
We've been on here a long time. I feel like
it is almost 10 o'clock. I just tried to educate you. That's all. I can't make you take.
You're not educating me on something.
You can only lead a horse to water. You can't make him drink. All I'm saying is two things. Okay. For all the bullshit y'all complain about, there is no internal reflection. And for all
I don't
the
think it's not an
empathy,
internal reflection.
for all the empathy and shit y'all want men to have consideration for women, whatever you want to call it, protect women.
You all should have just sound off the
Y'all
script
have
that men have oppressed women. Y'all should try
y'all
to
have listen. Y'all have none, zip, zero, zilch for
why
niggas.
should oppressed groups feel bad for the
Y'all
people?
are no longer oppressed.
But why do you want us to now
You
feel
are
bad for you?
33 years old. You were not born.
You know what the
Next
running
time,
theme with men was? Why would
Cool.
you do it back to the man?
from your entire life, you were not born into a time where women were oppressed.
What I'm saying to you is that women as a creature, species, whatever you want to call it, were oppressed. And now that they're not, now that they're trying to make a name and establish hell.
Have you ever been oppressed? You ever felt oppressed by men? As a whole, in your lifetime? You've dealt with this oppression? Not outside of the workplace. We're gonna honor the workplace. I will honor the workplace. Outside of the workplace,
if you honor that, then you know I felt it then.
Because I said it in the very beginning that the only advantage that men have is the pay at the workplace. I acknowledge that off top. And I said
dating.
After that, after being paid more in the workplace, our advantages are done. They're done. We don't have the advantage in the courts. We don't have the advantage in socials. We don't have the advantage nowhere. Only in the workplace. So I say this: we got the big joker, but y'all got all the rest of the spades. We got the big joker. Y'all got the ace of kings, queens, jack, 10, 9, 8, 7. Y'all got all the rest of them bitches. We make the most money. Y'all got everything else. And y'all closing that money gap. Y'all closing the money gap. That's all I'm saying, Joe. Straight up. Y'all. And all I keep telling y'all is Tiffany said women are soon to be emotional and irrational. Listen.
Thank you, Tiffany, Lucas.
Listen,
I appreciate you.
All I've been saying this whole conversation is for all the shit. What I say in the beginning, y'all complain too much. And every time you talk about some shit, I can point out the exact same thing happening on the other side.
I'm
the
sure
only,
you can.
only real difference, the only real difference is that whatever y'all bothered by, excuse me, the issues that women are bothered by as a whole get addressed. But
men's issues have been getting addressed for how long?
Listen, how long don't matter. They get addressed. Y'all running shit now.
Just it does matter how long because it's reasoning for why things happen. See, I don't think of things as being. I'm not thinking of this as being a member of it going through it. I'm trying to look on the outside looking in.
Listen. All you saying now is y'all treated us unfairly. So now it's our turn. That's what you're saying?
I didn't say it's our turn. Like I agree with you about the overcorrection part. I agree with you about that.
It's beyond. Listen.
It's beyond because y'all never faced it before.
Power corrupts absolutely.
If it's not
power corrupts absolutely.
Guess what?
Women in the queer community.
Let me say, men are creatures of habit. I mean, humans are creatures of habit. And men's habit has been, I'm gonna do this to you, regardless of how it impacts you. How dare you do it back to me? Shouldn't you learn from my mistake and just empathize and treat me with that is it.
What are you talking about? What are you talking?
You can't even understand that, Lance. That's crazy.
Men just do something to you and then tell you to emphasize.
I say just do something. Men, what the history of men has been before women had even rights. Do what they feel like doing. Okay. In all honesty. Okay. Right.
Facts.
So now that women have the ability,
it's y'all turn
to do what they want to do. Men are like, how dare you do that back to me? But how dare you do it? Why wouldn't you learn from my mistake?
Oh, so what you're saying is
build a better thing.
So what you're saying is when y'all were treated incorrectly, y'all weren't actually fighting for equality. Y'all was fighting for y'all turn to hold the paddle.
Didn't I say this is like black and white? Because black people used to fight for equality, and now
so you think black people fighting for their turn to hold the paddle?
Black people fight for superiority today. Yeah, definitely. The
Really?
woke movement. Though I heavily
Oh,
believe.
we about to get off here because it's 10:05. But I tell you right now,
Okay.
you know how black people ain't fighting for superiority.
Okay.
That would be like me fighting for a chance to walk to the moon.
I didn't say it was achievable. I'm telling you what this
Black
woke
people are
movement.
not
It's
fighting.
no longer equality.
Black people are not fighting for
What are
superiority.
they fighting for, Lance? What they fighting for?
We ain't fighting for shit. We as black people as a whole ain't fighting for nothing. We are not unified to fight for anything at all.
Okay, maybe not fight for it, but the conversation around racism
is
that
what
black people are superior.
Where are you getting this from? I've never heard this conversation.
I'm gonna find some articles and send them to you.
Don't please don't waste my time. I'm not gonna read them.
Okay, then if you're asking me where I'm getting this from, and I want to show you,
but I have not seen this sentiment expressed throughout social media. I'm not saying it's not there. I'm saying I have not seen it as a whole.
Okay.
I have not seen a lot. I haven't seen any of black. Listen, I don't even want to go down that lane. Whatever. All I'm simply saying.
Well, the only reason I brought it up is because it's the same thing as saying.
I know you think it is.
Because women went through it. No, I don't want to be equal now. I want to get you back. I want to.
You admit it.
What you did to me.
I'm just glad you admit it.
I've told you I agree with you all the time, but I don't understand men's outrage towards it. How dare you treat me how I treated you? I don't get that. No, I don't.
Really? Let me ask you a question.
Mm-mm.
So what do you think man's response should be?
I can't tell you what your response should be. I just don't understand your current one.
Really? So
yeah.
If you smack somebody for no reason,
and they smacked you back, that's the consequence of your action, right?
But you'd be like, you know what? I ain't gonna do shit. I deserve that. They just smack fire out your motherfucker.
So you just smack fire out of them for no reason, and they smack fire out of you.
Are you fighting, or are you sitting there saying, I deserve that?
I'm not a fighter, so I'm the wrong person to ask that question. Okay, I've never had a fight in my life.
I don't give a if you a thief and you rob 30 niggas and a nigga rob you, you gonna be pissed. Pissed.
Sure, but I don't think what we're talking. I can't equate.
You're saying that because men did something that meant.
So let's leave it here because
that men now should be like,
I can't empathize with that.
You know what? I know my ancestors from 30, 40 years, and my daddy, he treated his. I know they treated y'all like shit, so I embrace y'all treating us like shit. Because they treated y'all like shit. I know you never even
from the beginning of this conversation. What have I said? It's not right or wrong. It's what's happening. I've said that since we started talking.
That didn't say nothing. That means nothing.
It does say something. I'm not giving you an opinion on whether it's right or wrong. It's factually what's happening today. What we see before our eyes.
I'm not saying anything. I know what's happening. I'm giving an opinion.
And that's what I can't tell you whether it's right or wrong. That's what I'm refusing to give you. Maybe that's what I should have said from the beginning.
I know.
Because I thought I was saying that because
I know you don't want to say what's right or wrong because you know
because I can't tell you. I honestly can't tell you.
I know. I know. Sure you don't know. I'm sure you're confused.
No. I'm not confused. That's not what I'm saying.
I'm sure you're undecided on what's right or wrong.
It's not that. I'm not the judger.
Oh,
I'm not the judge of what's right versus wrong.
Okay.
So I can't say that. I'm just a creature like you.
So you're not capable of coming to a solid.
I didn't say I'm not capable.
Oh, you don't want to.
I can say I agree with this, but I'm agreeing with this because I'm a part of this society that has influenced me in some way, whether it's the way to agree with it or the way to not agree with it. I'm not an unbiased person to make a judgment call on. You're not an unbiased person to make a judgment call. You're a product of this society. Whichever way you chose to go, you're a product of it. You can't judge what's right or wrong. That's where I'm coming from.
Hey, you're right, Mom. They're the Get Back Gang, Ahmad.
Oh.
Hey, the Get Back Gang. Listen, we gonna shut it down on your last. Hey, that was a nice little soliloquy you gave, a nice little monologue. Whatever she said, we're gonna go with that shit for the end of the show.
Good. So you got me smiling.
Hey, Amore love the fuck out herself.
You know what? Thanks for coming to part of my ugly tonight.
Herself.
Lance, let me tell you something. I really be enjoying you. Okay. I used to not like you, bro. Like, and I've told you this several times.
Every woman that has ever met me first on social media hates me. But then when they meet me in person, they be like, "Oh,
You
he
cool. You cool.
Y'all,
You and Sam are probably my favorite
but you're not the judger.
in-person people.
But listen, it's already 10:10.
It
God
is.
damn it, I'm 4 shots in, and I am not even remotely buzzed. I don't think. That's a damn
We're
shame.
gonna hit you later.
I don't know what it is.
When Gucci woman get you.
Who?
You remember my post? That was like, I looked
Oh!
Call me Gucci man.
It's over with. I'm done with you for the night.
Shout out to the Vixens.
I'm done with you for the night. Shout out to the Vixens. They should listen. I don't know if they coming on Saturday or Thursday.
I don't know when they coming on. I hope they come on soon.
I think this show gonna start coming on the second Tuesday after every third Wednesday or some shit like that. I don't fucking know. But anyway, Amor, I appreciate you for coming on here and fucking with me. I appreciate y'all for coming on, for checking us out tonight. You know what I'm saying? All the comments. Wonderful show. God damn it. I think I just proved that once again that women just be wrong. Women be wrong. Women
in the podcast. In the damn good night. Say it, Brittany. I said, hey, good night.
We about this bitch. Holla.